Today's vlog is brought to you by Absolute Charm Vacation Rentals. We're having a mind meld. What? What? What, you sleeping head to head? Oh, so sleepy. Can't even open eyes. So sleepy. Okay, go back and sleep.
So we got Dustin. Is it Byerly or
Burley?
Burley. Okay, Dustin Burley, and the name of your company is
Burley's AC.
Burley's AC. This is the man that we fell in love with. It's been a while. So he is here and he is putting it in today, and he didn't have any help today, but he's hopefully have some later this week. But
Yeah,
he's
most definitely by tomorrow.
most definitely by tomorrow. So they've got one unit up there, as you saw earlier. He's got the other one he's going to put in today.
Yeah.
Tell him real quickly about where to face your air, because I didn't know this.
So what we want to do when you design a duct system, you want to blow all your air to your outer walls.
See, that seems wrong to me, but tell them why. It's basically because
you have a heat load on the outer walls, windows, and all that, and that's what you want to focus on, those heat loads around the whole outer perimeter of the home.
And if you faced it toward the inside of the home, it would draw air from that heat load, basically pull it away, pull it in instead of fighting it back, so, more or less. Yeah.
You cool the outer walls where your heat is.
Yeah.
That's how a house heats up, you know.
Yeah.
This outer wall heats up and then it extrudes inside. And then if you keep these outer walls cool, then your house will actually cool down.
That's very cool. So the more you know, you learned something new today.
Yes, sir.
Thanks, bud.
All right, man.
So you also told us this, which there's always like a discussion, hard pipe as opposed to flex pipe, right? And so you're going to put hard pipe trunk, like a center.
A hard trunk line.
That goes down the middle of the house, and then off of that comes...
You're going to have some shorter flex, because by code, you're only supposed to have 14 foot of flex, nothing more than 14 foot. With this size house, we definitely got to have some type of hard trunk system to go off of.
Right.
So as you take off 14-inch pipe, take 2 ducts off, reduce down to 12, take 2 ducts off, reduce down to 10, and then down to 9, and that's going to pretty much well cover our load.
Okay, so it's a 9-inch at the end of
the end of the trunk, right.
So 12, what is it, 12, 10, 9?
It's going down from 14, 12, 10 to 9.
Okay.
So each 2 diffusers, then you step down 2 more, 2 more, 2 more.
Huh.
So,
I would have thought it would be bigger at the end.
no, sir. You keep your CFMs the same by dropping it down.
Okay.
Yes, sir.
That's cool too. We're learning a lot today. It says 2350. That's got to be before the kitchen.
I don't know. These aren't like, so it's 40 long and 30 wide?
Yeah.
It looks like 6
28.
Yeah.
Pretty much this much room between the bed and the wall. And in my and his tail hits the wall.
Me?
Oh, not
That is the coolest.
What do I think the budget is on this? Is that what you're asking me?
Yes.
$500,000.
So we got Big Eddie in here working on big things. When we go to hang the sheetrock, which is coming up soon, these walls have to be plumb, or the sheetrock will be wavy, real wavy like. So Eddie is working on furring out, straightening up, leveling these walls. So when we put sheetrock up, they'll be nice and straight and flush.
No. I hadn't used it
Well, go ahead, Eddie. We hadn't even started with it. Go ahead. Because there's nothing worse than wavy sheetrock. Now, see, with plaster, if we were going to lathe and plaster, you can level out with the plaster. You can use the product to create the illusion of a flat, level wall. That's why they didn't have to fur it out before. But we're doing sheetrock. That is a cost decision. The cost to to plaster this house would be about $150,000, and I'm not exaggerating. So we're doing sheetrock, which is a fraction of the cost, but we have to do a little prep work to do that. So we got to be working on that today. More material coming in for the HVAC. Look at that. Look at it. So every day we're getting a little step closer. Hooray, hooray. So we are, of course, these are brand new windows that have been made to go into a 175-year-old frame. So the windows are square. The frame is not exactly, but they are just barely off. So we're trying to just take and nobody freak out, that's not lead paint, it's brand new paint, so nobody panic. We're trying to take off just a hair of width, so these will slide in and be nice and tight. Wish us luck.
Hold on.
Don't lose the yard treasure. But to see all the things in your pockets.
We have receipts and gloves. Alright, that's that pocket.
Oh, that's hilarious.
We have treasure.
Treasure. So Austin went on a walk and found yard treasure.
Yard treasure.
Oh, and that's a good one. That's one of the fluted edge ones. Nice.
Very happy about it.
So where'd you find it?
In the driveway, just on the side
In the driveway. Yeah.
On the
Yep.
I literally hung up at the phone. I said, I have to go. I found something.
I found treasure.
Found treasure. And,
Treasure. I love it.
was worth it.
Yes. Would you look at that? One sash. Ha,
One.
ha, ha, ha.
How's it look?
Beautiful. Glorious. Spectacular.
Grandpa, what's for jumper?
I wonder how many people will get that reference.
Our people probably know that.
Probably
I bet
so.
they do.
Okay, bye.
Okay, bye. Say good move.
You're blocking the work.
Oh, blocking the work. Story of my life is blocking the work.
Standing in front of the man who's working.
I carried you over here.
He did? It's a good job.
Good mark. As long as I can see it, a good mark.
Yep.
Pretty good about I
Been right on the money.
straight line. I can see it.
It's a wafer thin.
That's pretty dang good.
Unless you need to go down and fish some more. I mean,
Probably do. I don't know. Come
Yeah,
feel this
it's
and
gotta,
think,
it's
'cause the
gotta
lock's
meet.
Lock really needs to be on the same level.
Yeah.
That's another. Well, that's almost quarter inch.
Yeah.
well, I'd rather, like I said, I'd rather sneak up on it.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. Kind of still.
Not gonna take that much.
Still. Got too much on the left side.
Not gonna take that much.
I don't know that.
Well,
It's a little thick almost.
It's a little thick. I'm afraid that might be a little smidge too
Less
much.
than that, huh?
Yeah.
That's what I
I
think.
do. I do. Is that a quarter inch there? Probably is.
It looks a little thick to me.
Yeah.
I do a little less than a quarter inch. 3/16.
I'm gonna leave that line on there.
Using all the good lines before I get the camera going. What do we think?
Shoot.
Perfect?
There.
That's it, man.
Do that, I can hit the line.
That's it.
Beautiful.
Steady Eddie. Does it
Steady
again.
Eddie.
Y'all should see him cut with precision.
Oh, they have. I got video of it.
That time he didn't even use the line. He went right under the line and kept it right under the line the whole way.
Beautiful. All
I
right.
think we can put this one in.
Let's put it. We gotta put a Barty bead in.
Barty beads in first. All right. Hopefully for the last time.
Please, dear
Got it?
You see chainsaw?
All right. Get it in and then lift it up. Let's go. Wow. Was it the hardest window we've ever done?
Well, I think we say that every time we do it.
Well, finally. Now we just have to paint it
Got more trim to do, top and bottom. But look,
and put
I
the
don't
stop
know
in.
that anybody can appreciate what a huge moment this is, because this is a window that completely burned in the fire. Hang on, hold one moment, please. This is this room 2 years ago. And this,
That's that
it's
window.
as close as you can see to the window. There was no window left in the window at all
So
2 years ago.
it's quite an accomplishment.
So we were able to save the original casing, the original frame, the pulleys, the weights,
Use old wood.
used old wood out of the house to create the new sashes, muttons, and now the window is back. So really this looks like a small thing, but it's a colossal thing. We have to thank Eddie, Big Eddie, for his incredible amount of help today. There were a lot here, I just want you to know, he can use a skill saw and all the saws that you see Eddie, but Eddie can do it like blindfolded and twice as
Yeah,
fast. So
Eddie is
sometimes
definitely better than I am.
it's good to know what you're good at and what someone else is better than you at.
Yeah.
But there it is. After 2 years, she back. Hallelujah.
Yay.
Yay.
Let's
Are you headed to Natchez for one of our many year-round festivals? Balloon races, music events, Christmas tree lighting, parades, historic home tours, historic cemetery tours. Natchez, Mississippi has so much to offer year-round, but we know when you get here, you're going to be looking for an absolute charming place to stay. And that's where we think at Absolute Charm Vacation Rentals, we have just the place for you. Anything from a beautiful, charming southern front porch overlooking the majestic Mississippi River, perfect for sunsets, sunrises, to an intimate, cozy cottage with a private hot tub, pet-friendly places, family-friendly places, and girlfriend, get out of town, getaway places. We have it all at Absolute Charm Vacation Rentals. So we invite you to go to our site, absolutecharm.com/Natchez, and we look forward to seeing you in Natchez, Mississippi real soon.
Hello, lovely friends. One of you asked us if the furniture that was in the living room, particularly like the Duncan 5-style sofa, et cetera, was going to go back in the living room after we're done. So we wanted to share with you some photographs and then some video. Now, I do want to tell you, we have early footage of this entire house in our long form Restoring Hope series. They're like an hour-long episode apiece. You might not want to go back and devote all that time to them, but it's worth seeing. That this is what this room looked like right after the fire. This is the house that we bought. This is what the living room looked like. The furniture was under this. Nothing had been removed at this point. I think this is the one where maybe you can see the corner of a couch. Is this it? No. Oh, it's this one. This is the living room. This is also the living room. So you can see right here, the corner of a couch. But everything else that was in here is either burned or under the ceiling and roof that collapsed. Again, remember the front of this roof was shingles, but the back was metal. So all of the substructure burned and fell in, while a part of the shingle roof dangled above us and the metal roof structure was just sitting on the house. We have to acknowledge the Historic Natchez Foundation, and several community members and volunteers came the day after the fire and pulled out everything they could pull out of this house. This, in the main house, this room, the bedroom, the one bathroom, the kitchen had massive loss, massive loss. But amazingly, the dining room, the furniture, while covered in water and soot, was intact. So there are some pieces that are going to come back from the dining room. That's very exciting. But I want to show you. I want to take you one more place and show you one more picture to show you how far we've come. So come with me.
Go.
This is when I get real despondent, because I do. Like, today's one of those days where I'm walking around going, we're never going to finish this project. This is my favorite reminder. So look at this beautiful view. Gallery, roof, these beautiful columns, all those chamfer columns and railings. This is the same view 2 years ago. I'm standing probably like right where the photograph is being taken. So, when I'm feeling very low, we keep these posters around and I go and look at them to remind myself that we've made monumental progress, and getting a window in is a huge amount of progress. Like, that's a big deal. But every little bitty step like that window brings us to much bigger steps like this, to seeing finished projects like this. So here I am with our humongous pocket door that goes between the living room and dining room, the parlor and the dining room, that Austin is working so diligently to make look like honeyed oak. So one of you asked us, why are you taking one wood and making it look like a totally different kind of wood? That doesn't make any sense. And I forget that not everybody knows these things and these trends. Design trends, decorating trends have always been a thing, always. And in the 1830s, 40s, 50s, cypress, while it is a very rare and expensive wood today, was an abundant cheap wood then, very cheap wood. So you made your pieces out of whatever the prevalent inexpensive wood was, cypress, pine, poplar, and then you had an artist come in and you had them paint it to look like a much more expensive wood. Mahogany, oak, tiger maple, you see all cherry, you see all these different beautiful faux bois, which faux means fake, bois means wood, fake wood applications to yet again make you look like you had more money than you really did.
Been a long day, Mr. Barry.
It's tough because we wanted to accomplish more, but when you run into trouble, like with every single thing you do, something that has to be overcome,
Yeah.
takes, I mean, I was going to say twice as long. Four
Times
times
as
longer.
long. Yeah. But like I told him,
Every little bit's a
you're
little
not
bit.
every little bit's a little bit, and you're not working with anything that is like you expect it to be.
Yeah.
This is so far from anything that is normal or expected or standard. You just gotta roll with it.
Yeah, well, we rolled with it. We got it done. We got the one sash in it.
Yeah.
The two sashes. So
Yeah.
yeah.
No, we got 2 sashes in. We got one
sashes,
whole window
one whole
in.
window,
One
so
whole window in today.
an
So
accomplishment.
feeling pretty good about that.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay, bye from the green team.
Okay, bye from the green team.